didn't know it was gonna shut off, so I'd have to do a part 3. Fuck. So, it's windy out and I'm listening to the trees because I'm still scared of having another tree fall on me. I'm funny that way. And another thing I can't figure out is who in the fuck would come up my driveway wearing flip-flops? Nobody in their goddamn right mind would come up my fucking driveway wearing flip-flops. You gotta be goddamn insane or just plain fucking stupid to come up through my mud in flip-flops. We're awfully goddamn brave. This was a situation that if I would have been armed, I would have had to have shot this person. Seriously. Yeah. So this guy drags her back as he's scared. I'm calling 911. I mean, I ain't putting up with this because all I got's my cane to hit this bitch with if things go south. And I do not want her to get her hands on me because she could do some damage. I don't know why she was so drunk and pissed at me. Busy calling me all sorts of shit because I was white. Really, really prejudiced, racist bitch. If she's with a goddamn white guy, why is she taking the white... Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this was all about, but it was like she was sent here to attack me or something. That's the only feeling I can get from it. So after I call 911 and they're taking off and I haven't got the license number and all that because they're too busy getting the fuck out of there because I'm on the phone to the cops. Cops told me they'd come back, call back, we'll come get them. We're sitting up in Rhonda's car and listening to some music and chatting and laughing and giggling and having a good time. And hear Fedway police car sirens. Don't ask me how I know they're Fedway police car sirens. It's just I know the sound of them from coming to get Sherilyn. Okay, that'd work. Yeah, that's an explanation. And we're sitting there in her car in the driveway in front of my truck, looking down the driveway. Can see out at the highway. And about here, like parallel with us, like straight out to the left, out on the highway from us, the sirens stop. Now, this is about 6-8 cars we're hearing, and they all stop at once. And it's like... I told her, that ain't good. And then 4 cars come flying into the driveway off the highway. And I tell her, the cops are here. She says, what? And I said, I told you that ain't good. So there's 4 cop cars out on the highway, parked alongside the highway with their lights flashing. 2 cop cars at the end of the driveway on the paved road with their lights flashing, and 4 of them coming up the driveway. Then these 4 cars stop down by Austin's and Ed's place, and down by Austin and Ed's place, and I think the cops got out and talked to Ed for a minute, and then 4 of them came up the hill, up to where me and Rhonda were sitting, and we sat in the car and watched them come up the hill, and she kept, there's no need for that flashlight in the windshield like that. Pretty sure they took the time to run her plate as they were walking up the hill because it's a little bit of a walk. And we just sat there and watched them, and smoked cigarettes and drank our alcohol and smoked on a joint for a second as they're coming up the hill, and they get about 10 feet away from the car, and they ask, step out of the car. And I get out with my cane, and Rhonda says, my leg hurts too bad to get out. You'll have to come talk to me. And evidently, these officers were up here, their story, because they got a call that there was someone up here with a machine gun shooting at people. And I'm going, well, I don't even think I got a fucking water pistol up here. Rhonda's going, there's no weapons up here. Cops are going, and how long have you lived here? And I said, me? I've been living here about 16 years. They mentioned something about my neighbors, the old man, and I said, oh. They asked me if I was on Austin's property. And I said, no, this is my own property. Austin lives down there. And the one cop said, with his son, Ed, and he has a crazy daughter, Sherilyn, and he's been here before. He was here the day that they took her to... The cops came up and took her away. Out of her trailer. She fought him the whole way. They took her up to goddamn goods, St. Francis. And when I got there, I provided them with the information of her birth date and all that, because they didn't know any vitals on her. I got there before Ed and Austin did. Actually, I brought her boots and her goddamn socks, because she was getting dressed and fighting with Ed and being disagreeable, and yeah, that was an interesting day. But yeah, that cop was here that day. And no, I assured the motherfucker, I kept telling him, careful where you step there. I got tulips planted, and that motherfucker kept wanting to step in my tulips. I think he was doing it on purpose. And the one cop asked me my name, and I told him my name and asked him what his name was, because I like to know who the hell I'm talking to. And he took interest in my fucking probe. And another one took interest in the speedboat. And how long you been living here? Oh, a little over 16 years. And I got a problem with that. The cops coming up like that. First of all, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there was about 10 cars. So, being 10 cars, they obviously knew who I was. Back when I was young and good looking and had bright red hair and was a lot younger, I had caused enough commotion with the local constabulary where anytime my name was run, when they pulled me over on my bike and my name was run, 10 cars would show up, or 9 extra cars. There would be a total of 10 cars. I rated 10 cars. Evidently, I was supposed to have been somewhat dangerous back then. Myself, I don't see it. I was always a lovable, charming guy that didn't put up with shit and would dump some dumb motherfucker without real good cause. You know, look at me, wrong motherfucker. Boom. Yeah, long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. But Problem I'm having with this is, if these dumb motherfuckers, if these cops were coming up here because somebody had a machine gun, there's my first problem with this machine gun. Who the hell uses the terminology machine gun anymore? Huh? It's an assault weapon. Get with the fucking times. Machine gun makes you think of an old Thompson 50 cal with the drum, clip, or the drum magazine, not the stick, but the drum gangster shit out of the 20s and 30s shit, That's a machine gun. Or, a goddamn big 30 caliber fucking bar, but machine gun. Now, today's terminology would be an assault weapon. They got an assault weapon. Machine gun. What are you, retard? And then they couldn't tell me what sort of weapon that they were coming up looking for. Is it an AK-47, an AR-15, an M16 clone of some sort? Is it, what? Is it a Gatling fucking gun? What? So, that's my first problem. Second problem with it is if it was a shooter with a weapon as mentioned, these guys came up, 4 of them grouped together, tight group, shirt sleeves. I didn't really see any body armor. And I know for a fact that if there was shots fired and there's somebody with a weapon, they don't send 4 guys in a group like that without, these guys, all they had was their sidearms. They didn't have any, long guns. They didn't, no shotgun, no AR-15, no M16, whatever it is they carry behind the goddamn, up on the goddamn roll cage bar behind their head nowadays. Nothing like that. They came up in a nice friendly group, so there was some bullshit being said on that too, because but the shots fired thing, it's like 40 motherfuckers over here hiding in mom's bushes and behind vehicles, and 40 motherfuckers over here hiding behind the neighbor's bushes and vehicles. All the goddamn camouflage with khaki-colored ski masks, fucking lenses, goddamn big knife on their back with the handle down, the blade runs up the back, with some sort of like, what is that, a Heckler and Koch sort of fucking thing with clips, magazines taped together. Yeah. That sort of thing. Not that I really know we won't even go into that day. That was an interesting fucking day.
Jimmy, come out of the house with your hands up. Throw out the weapon and come out of the house with your hands up.
Oh, nope. You guys are gonna kill me. I'm good where I'm at. Yeah, but they don't come up in a friendly little group of 4 like that without any protective gear or weaponry if it's a shots fired thing. So I gotta call bullshit on that. And I'd like to know, they must have thought it was serious if they sent up so many people. They already knew who was up here, who lives up here. I don't know why the fuck they had to play their little game. And if it was a call about me being up here and having a machine gun and shooting people,